Today Archangel Michael has a shocking message for you. He says if you ignore this urgent warning, you will be spiritually arrested tonight, surrounded by divine police officers sent by your deceased loved ones who can no longer watch you destroy yourself. This is not meant to frighten you, but to save you from the path you're on. Even though this sounds impossible, remember that your loved ones in heaven have been watching your every move with growing concern. Believe that this message reaches you now because they are desperate to intervene. And know that by watching this video, you are already beginning to understand their final attempt to rescue your soul. Your spiritual well-being matters more to them than their own peace. Archangel Michael wants you to know about a spiritual arrest warrant that has been issued for you today. This isn't just about receiving a message, it's about surrendering to divine intervention before midnight, when your loved one's patience runs out completely. This warning acts as your final court summons, connecting you to the spiritual trial already scheduled in the heavenly realms. The next few minutes will determine whether you face this arrest with resistance or acceptance, changing the outcome of your spiritual judgment forever. Your deceased family members are standing before the divine court right now, pleading your case and asking for one last chance to reach you before the spiritual police are forced to take you into custody for your own protection. This urgent arrest warning is one of many messages your loved ones want to send through Archangel Michael. Subscribe now and turn on all notifications to receive these critical communications from the other side before it's too late. Your spiritual survival depends on staying connected to their guidance. Like this video now as your acknowledgement that you're ready to face the spiritual justice your loved ones are trying to deliver. You've been going through such a difficult time lately, making choices that hurt your soul. Your loved ones have been watching from heaven as you struggle with pain and fall into destructive patterns. They see how you've been battling addiction, depression, or other behaviors that are slowly killing your spirit. You've felt their presence, trying to guide you away from danger, sending you signs and feelings you've been ignoring. Your guilt and shame show that deep down you know something needs to change immediately. The spiritual realm has been trying to reach you through dreams, synchronicities, and that constant feeling of being watched, but you've been too lost in your pain to listen properly. Because of your dangerous spiritual condition, you're deceased. Loved ones have petitioned Archangel Michael directly for emergency intervention. They couldn't stand watching you destroy the life they wish they still had any longer. Michael has agreed that your situation requires immediate divine arrest to save your soul from permanent damage. Your spiritual arrest warrant was issued by the highest courts of heaven after your family presented evidence of your self-destructive behavior. This isn't punishment, but an act of desperate love from those who know you best. Your loved ones are willing to take extreme measures because they see where your current path leads, and they refuse to let you reach that destination. Spiritual arrest far more serious than any earthly crime is being carried out against you tonight. The charges against you include abandoning your soul's purpose, willful spiritual negligence, and destroying the body and mind your loved ones helped shape. Your deceased family members have been forced to witness your daily choices from the other side, watching you waste the precious life they wish they could have back. They see how you're throwing away opportunities they would give anything to experience again. This arrest creates a protective barrier around your energy field, stopping negative entities and addictions from influencing your decisions any further. Your loved ones serve as your spiritual lawyers in this divine court, presenting evidence of your true character beneath the destructive behaviors. This process forces you to confront the pain you've been avoiding and the choices that have led you to this moment. The arrest is actually a rescue mission disguised as enforcement, designed to pull you back from the edge before you fall too far to save your loved ones. Desperate intervention must reach others who are also on dangerous paths. Immediately share this message with at least 3 people who are destroying themselves through addiction, depression, or other harmful behaviors. Each person who misses this warning continues on their path towards spiritual destruction without knowing their deceased family members are crying out for them. Your share could be the divine intervention someone desperately needs to hear from their own loved ones who have passed on. By watching this warning fully before midnight, you connect to the spiritual courtroom where your case is being heard. Your loved one's energy flows directly into your consciousness, creating an unbreakable connection between your physical awareness and their spiritual presence. You'll likely dream of being surrounded by figures in light who look like police officers but feel like family tonight. Your spiritual trial begins in the dream realm, where you'll have to answer for choices that have hurt your soul and disappointed those who love you most. Guardian angels will serve as witnesses to your behavior, presenting evidence of both your mistakes and your potential for redemption. This process creates a spiritual awakening you cannot ignore or forget when you wake up. Your loved ones will show you exactly how your actions affect them in the afterlife, helping you understand that your pain becomes their pain across the spiritual divide. Archangel Michael has seen how your deceased loved ones suffer watching your self-destruction. They see your true potential being wasted day after day, and it breaks their hearts in ways that echo through the spiritual realm. This intervention is their absolute last resort to reach you after trying gentler methods you've ignored completely. They've been sending you signs, dreams, and feelings that you've dismissed or misunderstood. Your spiritual arrest affects your entire soul family, both living and dead, because your choices ripple through dimensions. They need you to succeed not just for your own sake, but for their peace in the afterlife. This moment determines whether you honor their memory through positive change or continue disgracing everything they taught you about life's value. Your transformation becomes their greatest joy in heaven, while your continued destruction causes them ongoing spiritual pain. As your loved one's desperate energy flows to you, consider sending energy back through a super thanks of $5, $10, or $20. Look for the thanks button appearing now. This exchange of energy strengthens the spiritual courtroom proceedings and helps your loved ones communicate more clearly with you. Your contribution helps other families reach their self-destructive relatives who need this same intervention. As you face this spiritual arrest, think about the strange experiences you've had recently. Remember those vivid dreams where deceased family members seemed upset or worried about you. Think about the times you found their photos face down for no reason, or when their favorite songs played at exactly the wrong moments. This arrest explains those experiences. They were your loved ones trying to break through from the other side. Your feelings of being watched and judged were accurate. They have been observing your choices with growing alarm. The guilt that hits you randomly wasn't your imagination. It was their disappointment reaching across the spiritual divide to touch your consciousness. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now to continue receiving urgent messages from your loved ones through Archangel Michael. They are watching to see who responds to their desperate intervention. Then tell us what type of spiritual guidance you need by commenting forgiveness for healing past mistakes, strength for breaking destructive patterns, or peace to feel your loved one's comfort and approval again. Imagine tonight as you prepare for sleep, feeling the presence of your deceased loved one surrounding your bed. As your eyes close, see them dressed in flowing robes of light that resemble police uniforms, but their faces show only love and concern. Feel their energy creating a protective circle around you as they prepare to present your spiritual case. Notice how their presence makes you feel both accountable and deeply loved at the same time. Your breathing becomes slower as you surrender to their loving authority over your choices. Every inhale brings their wisdom into your heart, while every exhale releases the shame and pain that has been driving your destructive behavior. This spiritual arrest feels like being held by the people who love you most, finally getting the intervention you've needed, but been too proud to ask for. Some people feel warmth or tingling as their loved one's energy integrates with their own soul frequency. This spiritual arrest also opens a permanent communication channel with your deceased loved ones. It creates ongoing spiritual supervision that helps you make better choices daily. It activates their protective presence around you, making destructive behaviors feel wrong in ways you can't ignore. Whether you're struggling with addiction, depression, relationship problems, or career confusion, this divine intervention allows your loved ones to guide you toward healing and purpose. In the coming days, you'll notice their influence helping you avoid temptation, make healthier choices, and feel their pride as you start honoring their memory through positive changes. Their spiritual supervision becomes a gift that keeps you connected to their love. So as you move through the rest of today, understand this arrest is more than just a warning. It's divine intervention arriving at exactly the right moment to save your soul from destruction. This process confirms that love doesn't end at death. It becomes even more determined to protect what matters most. Welcome this spiritual accountability with gratitude and surrender. As you accept their loving authority, your life will begin to reflect the values they tried to teach you. This moment proves you have people in heaven who refuse to give up on you, no matter how far you've fallen. Your transformation becomes their greatest victory in the afterlife. This spiritual arrest message from your loved ones cannot be ignored, especially tonight when the veil between worlds is thinnest. The intervention being offered creates a permanent connection that destructive forces cannot break or interfere with. Full surrender to this message activates maximum protection from your deceased family members before the midnight deadline, when their ability to reach you becomes much more difficult. They have used all their spiritual energy to break through tonight. Accepting this spiritual arrest means experiencing your loved one's presence more clearly than you have since they passed. Many people report dramatic life changes within hours of surrendering to their intervention, breaking addictions overnight, leaving toxic relationships, or finding sudden clarity about their life purpose. This divine accountability breaks patterns of self-destruction that seemed impossible to overcome alone. The transformation is so profound that living family members immediately notice the difference in your energy and decision making. Your loved one's spiritual supervision becomes a permanent blessing that extends beyond this lifetime. This creates ongoing accountability that helps you live worthy of their sacrifice and love. Their guidance becomes accessible whenever you need direction, and their protective presence shields you from making choices that would disappoint them. Thousands have surrendered to their spiritual arrest through an energy exchange of $5, $10, $20, or more. Your contribution joins theirs in strengthening the communication bridge between our world and the spirit realm. Every donation amplifies your loved one's ability to reach you and helps other families deliver their own desperate interventions. You become part of a community honoring deceased loved ones through positive life changes. Your loved ones are waiting for your surrender to their loving authority. Don't resist their divine intervention any longer. Subscribe, share, and honor their desperate attempt to save your soul. Accept their spiritual arrest with gratitude and begin living worthy of their eternal love.